I'm Summer.
And I'm Jada.
And I'm Mariana. And it's Monday, December 8th, and you're watching the Mont Morning Show.
Now we have a lot happening at Belmont this month, starting with the girls' basketball game playing at 3:15 against Roxbury, and also Wednesday, 3:15 against Westfield High, located at Athletic Rec Center. If you would like to live stream or interested in being an announcer, work behind the camera for any basketball game, report to Mr. Newber. Sign up.
Now, this next story is about students talking about the after-school clubs they want to join. But before we get into the after-school clubs, mark your calendars for BCHS Talent Show happening December 11th at 5 p.m. here at 311 North 19th Street in the school auditorium.
That's right, a plethora of after-school clubs at Belmont Charter High School. Sounds like a rumor, but it's real. The Ignite after-school clubs we have to offer are Monday, Sister Circle, Dungeons Dragon, Open Gym, Hooked on Yarn. Tuesday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Cosmetology, Afro-Amur. Wednesday, Open Gym, Beyond the Bars, Chess and Cosmetology. Thursday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Chess, Cosmetology, and STEM. Friday, Open Gym and Sister Circle.
Let's see what the skies are up to. Over to you, Jesse, with the forecast.
Good morning, Belmont. As you can see, we're looking at clear skies over Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's check out this week's forecast. Monday, we had the highest of 34 degrees and the lowest of 20 degrees. Tuesday, we had the highest of 37 degrees and the lowest of 31 degrees. Wednesday, we have the highest of 42 degrees and the lowest of 37 degrees. Thursday, we had the highest of 42 degrees and the lowest of 32. Friday, we had the highest of 40 degrees and the lowest of 29 degrees. Back to the studio.
Here's what Belmont has coming up for our students to keep their fun going. November 23rd to 24th, Community Service, Parent-Teacher Conference, and Half Day. December 12th, Winter Keystone Exams. December 19th, Quarter 2 Progress Reports. December 22nd, Starter Winter Break.
And now, before I close it, we have a special interview from Phil with Miss Alyssa and Mr. Myers.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about, kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
Good morning to you all. I'm Phil, and I'm here with our very own 2 teachers from Belmont, Miss Alyssa and Mr. Myers. How are you 2 doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good too. Yeah.
That's great.
Just had a snack.
Nice.
Ready for a conversation?
Yeah. That's great. Today I have a couple questions for you. I want to ask you. Just to, I guess you could say to get to know you 2 better, and not just me. For the other students that are going to see this as well. To start off, what made you want to become a teacher, and has having kids changed how you teach?
I could go first, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So I have worked at Belmont for 4 years. This is my 4th year teaching. And before I was a high school teacher, I would say that I never wanted to be a teacher. People would ask me in high school, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I was like, I don't want to be a teacher. But when I was doing my master's program, I ended up teaching English 101 at Rutgers Camden, and I loved teaching. And then I found this job with Stripes, and I absolutely love it. So I feel like I'm here to stay. I'm like a high school teacher for life now. But being a parent, how has it changed how I teach? I think becoming a mother has made me a more confident person just in general. So more confident and more patient. So I think I'm carrying those 2 characteristics into the classroom, hopefully. as a teacher, I feel much more confident in the classroom than I did last year, and I feel much more patient as well. So
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah.
I also did not set out to teach when I got done with high school. When I got done with college, I got a bachelor's in biology and decided not to keep going down the science path.
You can keep going.
I did a lot of other stuff, and a lot of it involved teaching in kind of non-traditional settings, like being a backpacking guide or a rock climbing coach, stuff like that. But I was still doing a lot of like teaching skills, and a few people have mentioned, no, you could be teaching could be a good fit for you. Like it'd be a good like solid career, and that is a big thing that I was trying to find as I got further into my 20s was the kind of job that I could, I know I'm always going to be able to find a job teaching because we always need teachers. And science teachers especially, there's a big need for science teachers right now because science is one of those degrees where you can make a lot of money. So I'm happy to be like teaching. I like having those moments with students. And it is really fun to like see the sparks shine when those tricky concepts come together, or see them really getting things and putting the puzzle pieces together. Being a parent has definitely made me rethink my priorities and how I approach the job. So I still find myself bringing some work home with me, but not nearly as much as I used to. Like I definitely find myself less and less eager or less and less willing to bring home like assignments or planning and whatnot. Like I really work hard to get what I can done here, so that way I can go home and really just have 100% of my attention be with my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what? Just for a little background check, what high school and college did you go to?
I grew up in Illinois, outside of Chicago. I went to a high school called Wheat-Morinville South, and then I got my bachelor's from Illinois Wesleyan, which is a tiny school in central Illinois. And then when I was getting into teaching, I was working here with Stripes while I was getting my master's at Temple.
That is great. I want to go to IUP when I graduate.
Say it again?
I want to go to IUP when I graduate.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a really cool school. I want to go there.
Nice, I've heard it's good.
Yeah. Miss Alyssa, what? You said the college you went to, right?
Yeah, I went to the University of Missouri.
And the high school?
And high school was Camdenton High School at Camdenton, Missouri. And then I got my master's at Rutgers Camden, across the river.
Okay. Next question. What's one thing you wish students understood about your job that they usually don't?
I think the amount of time that goes into it, and not just the time of actually planning the lessons, but that like we see you guys and we interact with students all the time, and we have all these moments, and sometimes they're really positive moments that bring us joy, and we want to talk about how awesome and fun it was. And we also have these like more tense or challenging moments, because that's part of being a teenager, is figuring out who you are, and rebelling and butting heads. And because you're around teachers a lot, that's the people you're butting heads with. So sometimes we're bringing those uncomfortable moments home with us as well. And that reflection that we do at home is a really important part of how we get better at the job, in how I support you guys in class, and how I try to make you make the people around me better, and how I make myself better. Yeah, I think people don't realize how much time we spend thinking about the job, even when we're not actually at work. That's my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I have a similar thought as Mr. Meyer, is that like I spend a lot of time both like in the classroom while I'm teaching, but also while I'm at home or on the drive home, or like laying in bed thinking about how the lesson went that day, where like I'm thinking about how to be a better teacher and be better at my job and be better for all of you. So yeah, you said the word reflection. Like I think a lot about like reflecting on things I've done, or like ways that I've interacted where I'm like, I could do that better, or do something in a different way that would hopefully like have a better result, or like a more effective result in the classroom.
That's great. Would you say that it's the small conversations that you have with other students that impacted these connections that you made over the years that you've been here?
Oh yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think those are where the relationships are really built, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
If you just saw me as someone who was like looking at you and like telling you stuff, or that you had to learn stuff,
Yeah,
like
it wouldn't
that's
be
not
as
really
fun. Wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah, right. It's not really a relationship. So it's those little
Yeah.
moments like in the hallways and stuff like that that I really cherish.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, and I've taught a lot of people in this room before that there's a difference between when I'm like trying to get y'all to do work and when we have a moment to just kind of like, you know, just breathe and get to know each other a little bit. And like those moments go hand in hand. So then by the end of the year, even when things get a little more like, things are a little bit different than they were at the start, that difference can be really good because then it's like we can do really cool, exciting things together because we have that relationship built up.
Yeah, and those relationships build a lot of trust,
Mm-hmm.
like between student and teacher, so that when we ask you to do hard things in the classroom, it's easier to do them because you trust that we're doing it for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next question. What's a challenge you face as a parent that helped you understand students better?
I have an answer. I can go.
Yeah, go for
while
it.
you think. I think being a parent is a lesson in time management because like the day goes by so much faster than you could ever think. Like
Really?
on a weekend when I'm just home with Theo, the day is like a blip. So I think that's a challenge for me, is like trying to fit everything into a day and like be disciplined. And I think I'm getting better at like taking that to work and like staying on task and staying disciplined and like using my time more wisely so that I don't have to take work home or think about it like after school.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I hadn't thought about like how those things connected really well from both like sides of it. For me, I think it's what I was thinking about was more what was it? Shoot, I had something like there at the tip of my
You
tongue.
could come back to it. It's fine.
What was the question again?
It was what's a challenge you face as a parent that helped you understand students better?
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, it was communication.
Communication.
And I was thinking about my son, who is 10 and a half months old, and of course he can't actually talk. He's making some consonants, but the only thing he can do to communicate is cry or wave his hands or make facial expressions, and so interpreting that is really kind of weird and challenging. And like he's learning how to communicate, and like I'm learning to communicate with him in the same way that I'm learning how to constantly learning how to communicate with the other adults that are in the building here and with the students here as well, like the right things to say in the right moments. Yeah, I think there's more similarities in like how you communicate with each other than you come to realize, because even like with the adults in my life outside of school, like working on less sleep than before, I really have to check myself on like, am I this pissed off because of what they're saying, or is it because I'm just tired and I have less patience because I've only gotten 3 hours of sleep,
Nah, I'm always tired.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sleeping in class half of the time, so.
I'm thinking about what you said about like the nonverbal things from your baby, and it's like a lot of times students communicate very nonverbally as well. It's like trying to decipher like what a student means by a nonverbal cue. Then
Yeah, because like even though like there's a lot of similarities between us, like between students, like they'll like the same gesture may mean something slightly different.
Yeah.
Sometimes just depending on the person's mood. And so like learning the student, learning the people, that's what those like micro moments, those relationship moments are really important for.
That's great. Well, that's all the time we have for today, sadly.
Okay.
I wanted to get these two last questions off, but it's perfectly fine. It was great having you two here, by the way.
Thank you for having us.
So
This was really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's all we have for today. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
all the time we've got for today, but don't worry, we'll be back with more updates, interviews, and everything Belmont. Remember to stay curious, stay kind, and keep showing that Tiger Pride. For everyone here at the studio, thanks for watching.